What is up, everybody? It is Maximania back here again with another video, and today we are looking at Survivor Series 2023 predictions. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from St. Paul, Minnesota, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Allstate.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel, Maximania here. Now, this Saturday, Survivor Series 2023 comes to us live from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, and yours truly, Maximania, will be there in the Windy City for Survivor Series. So without further ado, let's get right into this predictions video. So the first matchup we're looking at is Gunther versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Now I must say, I think this is going to be one hell of a matchup. I think it's going to be more of a challenge for Gunther than he thinks. And they've done a really good job with the promos leading up to this match. And I will say Miz has brought a lot of prestige to the Intercontinental Championship over the years. He's an 8-time Intercontinental Champion. But you have to remember, Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history. And they've done a great job about talking about where they came from, their backgrounds, and how they think they're going to win this matchup. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. And if I had to say who I think it's going to be, I'm sorry, Miz, I think Gunther is going to retain the Intercontinental Championship. They have been building up Gunther for almost 2 years, and he is, like I said, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be as easy of a fight for Gunther as he thinks. But at the end of the day, Gunther will remain Intercontinental Championship, and that is my prediction. Alright guys, the next matchup we're looking at is the WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley versus the challenger Zoe Stark. Now I must say, this matchup seems kind of random. I don't have a lot of interest in this match, and I don't know how much interest you guys have in this matchup, but I think it's safe to say Rhea Ripley retains. I just don't see her losing the title anytime soon. She's very over right now, and the crowd loves Mommy, as they call her. So, at the end of the day, Rhea Ripley retains the Women's World Championship. The next matchup we're looking at is Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Now, this matchup can really be defined into one thing, and that is the downfall of the LWO. Carlito is kind of responsible for the destruction of the LWO, if you ask me. He really pitted Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar against each other. And, you know, he made some good points. Santos Escobar did leave the brass knuckles on the ring apron at Crown Jewel for Logan Paul to use, which helped him win the United States Championship. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes and what direction this goes in, because I was a big fan of the LWO. I really thought it was a great faction, and if you ask me, I think they broke them up a little too soon. I think Santos Escobar could have used a little bit more time in the LWO with them as a faction before they decided to turn him on Rey Mysterio. But coming back to this matchup, like I said, it's Carlito versus Santos Escobar. I think they're trying to put Santos Escobar over as a heel, so I'm going to have to say Santos Escobar picks up the W in this matchup. Alright guys, the next matchup we're looking at is the Women's War Game matchup, which will have Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi Blackheart, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, consisting of Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Now, this matchup is kind of interesting for the reason that right now it's 4-on-4, and usually War Games is 5-on-5. Now, are they going to add another member to each team? That is yet to be determined, but as of right now, that's how this matchup stands, is 4-on-4. And honestly, I haven't been too invested in this rivalry thus far, but at the end of the day, I do think Damage Control is going to pick up the victory due to the fact that they have 2 new members in Kairi Sane and Asuka, which has led to some interesting stuff happening in that women's division. So I'm going to have to say Damage Control picks up the victory in the 2023 Women's War Game match. And now that brings us to the main event of Survivor Series, the 5-on-5 Men's War Game matchup, which will have Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and the returning Viper, Randy Orton, against the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre claims he's not a member of the Judgment Day. He's just going after them because he's had so many issues with Jey Uso and, some of those other guys on the opposing team. Now, it's really awesome to see Randy Orton is going to be making his return in this matchup. And after 16 months of him being out of action, I think it was kind of a good idea that they announced he was going to be the 5th member this past Monday on Raw, but saving his return for this Saturday at War Games. It's going to be a good matchup. I'm going to say that. It's going to be intense, and I'm really looking forward to it. As someone who's going to be there live, I'm super excited for this matchup. And at the end of the day, Judgment Day has had a great run, dominating Monday Night Raw. But with the returning Randy Orton on the face side of things, I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to say Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton pick up the victory in this matchup. And, I think it's going to be a great match. And the card looks really good. There's some awesome matches on this card. And I'm really looking forward to it. Alright guys, that just about does it for this video. Be sure to like, comment,
I'm the best in the world. I put attitude back where it belongs. Live the revolution.
What the hell was that? As I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos, and look out on the channel next week. We got the Survivor Series vlogs coming right here to Maximania. I'm going to be going to SmackDown, Survivor Series. I'm going to be meeting LA Knight. It's going to be a great weekend, and I can't wait to get some content for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Maximania. Peace.